New from 101 Films and part of their Black Label range is the Slumber Party Massacre from 1982, directed by Amy Holden Jones. This is a kind of staple of early 80s slashers, and it's something a little bit different. With a really quick and easy runtime of 77 minutes, it has a feeling that it's kind of edging towards comedy all of the time, never fully going there. And it's a movie that doesn't waste any of its preamble, jumping exactly into the story it wants to tell and living up to its title. We have our characters at the start, a group of vapid women who are a basketball team that all have their little arguments, their little traits, and if they weren't thrust together by school politics, would probably never have been friends.
Look, what do you have against Valerie anyway?
Nothing. She drinks too much milk.
They decide to have a slumber party, which they will never forget, and most of them won't live through either. At the heart of this one, we have a killer, Michael Valelia, who is a man with a drill. He likes to use that on these young women. Right at the start, we find him already stalking one of our main characters of Valerie, following her to school, where he then starts to see lots of wonderful looking targets that he knows he could drill if he has to. And it's basically just watching these people being picked off one by one. But what it does have, other than a lack of originality, is some really fun moments as we see the characters interact, as we see the situations, as we see our main girl almost rebuffed by this main group. It's hard to break in to cliques, and some of the members of this one make it a little bit harder for Valerie, who, for the chunk of the movie, isn't really at the slumber party at all. She's with her sister, as they kind of have really fun and interesting bonding sessions and conversations throughout the film, which is a really nice tack for this one, already moving away from the typical slasher elements. But like I said, this thing is just incredibly funny. Without out and out being a comedy. The Slumber Party Massacre is one of those movies that I've seen a few times, and it's one that I kind of appreciate more and more. The first time I watched it, I felt it was just taking all the tropes of slashers and just regurgitating them into what people would buy at the time. And although it does do that, it does it with a kind of subversive note, that leaning towards comedy throughout the film, the interesting characters that we have, the kind of dynamics and look at the kind of social politics within this basketball team is really kind of fun. The idea of the guys coming into this one and how people's personas change with the inclusion of the men in this one is really kind of interesting. And the fact that our main character is almost, well, she's not part of the group, and she's not really allowed to be part of the group for most of the film.
How come you weren't invited to the party?
I was. I just turned them down so I could take care of my darling little sister.
Like hell.
There is, of course, this man who keeps showing up, who looks crazed and deranged and has this gigantic drill that he loves just killing people with, and the blood and the gore is all fantastic. It all hits the spot. It does exactly what it wants to do. You have this guy just drilling the hell out of these women throughout the film, causing bloody chaos for a really kind of fun finale as well. Slumber Party Massacre, it's not anything exceptional, but it's a slasher, and it does what it has to do, and it just has these leanings of it could have been great, but it's still fun, and it's 77 minutes. It's an easy one to throw on and enjoy. I really do enjoy this film. It's just kind of a comforting watch. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at some of the extras that we have. Here we are in the disc for the Slumber Party Massacre. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have a commentary with the director and actors Michael Valera and Deborah Del Liso. Next up, we have Sleepless Nights, the making of Slumber Party Massacre, which is 23 minutes 4 seconds, and it's a really interesting talking head focusing on lots of actors and participants within the film. In fact, I enjoyed this one a lot. I could have done with it being even longer because I was having a great time with this one. Next up, we have the interview with actor Riggs Kennedy, who plays the neighbour next door. This is 30 minutes 23 seconds, talking about how he became into the film and his remembrance of that. We have an alternate title sequence, which is 33 seconds, and I think after seeing that, you'll agree that it's the right one. Then we have the theatrical trailer, UK teaser trailer, and the stills gallery. And that's the extras for the Slumber Party Massacre. There we have it. Slumber Party Massacre. I'd say we'll pick this set up. I haven't seen the second film as yet. It's one that I've been meaning to get to for the longest while. I don't know why I never have, but now I get to watch it 4K, so let's jump into that next. But for now, let me know your thoughts on this film in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manbefilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.